For the fourth presentation on Tata Motors Finance Limited, I, Sai Teja Rangineni, along with my teammate Zeeshan Akhtar from Team Hasta, will be presenting on current and future marketing strategies of Tata Motors Finance Limited. In our previous presentation, my teammates has presented on strategic analysis of Tata Motors Finance Limited using SWOT analysis and Porter's 5 forces. I'll start my presentation with current marketing strategies of Tata Motors Finance Limited. At Tata Motors Finance Limited, they believe that there is a lot more to finance than just money. They recognize that their customer dreams are the bigger picture and will take every measure to treat it as such. To take it in an actionable way, they sit with every customer looking for a loan and understanding their ambitions before recommending them suitable plans based on their needs. To make their experience as seamless as possible, they keep the loan process absolutely simple and transparent so that their customers can be assured of a totally hassle-free experience. They provide finance service to commercial customers such as large, medium and small size fleet owners, individual buyers, first time buyers, proprietorship firms, partnership firms, private and public limited companies, schools, educational institutions and trusts. Let us discuss some of the benefits which the customer gets through the schemes of Tata Motors Finance Limited. They provide loans which are tenure, which is having tenure up to 60 months, which will be helpful for different segment of the customers. Customized financing solutions to meet individual requirements. As there are different customer segments, their individual requirements differs. Simple documentation and easy processing. Assistance for purchase of vehicle. If the customer is purchasing vehicle for the first time, they can get assistance from employees of Tata Motors Finance Limited. Fleet upkeep loans for maintenance of fleets. If the customer is having a good repayment record in the past 1 year, they can avail this loan. Repurchasing loans. This will be mainly useful for those customers who are buying used vehicles. Refinancing loans. This will be taken by those customers whose finance with the whose loan with the company is completed by that time and they want to avail a new loan on their existing vehicle. Balance transfer. In this, the customer is having a loan with other service provider where they want to transfer that loan to Tata Motors Finance Limited. Here, Tata Motors Finance Limited will pay the balance to the company and start a new loan with them. Top-up loan. This will be availed by those customers who need additional funding for their operations. This will be started on their running loan of Tata Motors Finance Limited. Top-up loan runs simultaneously along with parent loan, and they want the customer need to pay 2 EMIs against the same. Tata Motors Finance Limited has also brought several schemes for the welfare of the customers. This include OPEX funding. It means the company will pay fixed expenses for certain period to the individual customer. Loan restructuring. In loan restructuring, the customer is struggling to pay EMI amount. Hence, he want to restructure his loan where interest rate will be changed and a lesser EMI will be paid by the individual. Let us discuss the 7 P's of marketing of Tata Motors Finance Limited. Products and services. Tata Motors Finance Limited provide financing services to different class of vehicles. This include medium and heavy commercial vehicle loans, light and small commercial vehicle loans, passenger vehicle loans, used commercial vehicle loans, and also include corporate lending. Price. It is the interest rate which is paid by the customer on the loan amount. Tata Motors Finance offer loans at competitive price, competitive interest rate. Hence, it is using competitor-based pricing strategy. As Tata Motors Finance offer different kinds of financing services, their pricing strategy is also varied for various segments. Place. Tata Motors Finance has more than 260 plus branches spread across the country which cater the customer needs. These branches will provide to those customers who are visiting to the branch for their financial assistance. Through their website, a customer can get whatever information required for them and they can even apply for a loan and they can pay EMIs directly through the website. Next one, promotion. Tata Motors Finance use different advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, and in recent times, social media is also becoming a major communication tool for better customer engagement. Next one is people. The people working in the frontline sales team plays a vital role in its marketing efforts. The people working in its customer service department They are engaged with the customers in case of any issues with the documentation process, and these people guide in resolving their queries. Tata Motors Finance Limited are at most concerned about the welfare of their employees. Physical evidence. Tata Motors Finance physical evidence is their branch presence spread across the country. This includes as their sales are mostly concentrated in their branches. They also have a website through which the customer can get information required. They can apply loan. They can pay their EMIs. Last one, process. Customers can process their loans directly through branch or the mobile application which started recently by Tata Motors Finance Limited, through which they can get delivery of their vehicles directly at their doorstep. Next will be carried forward by Zeeshan Akhtar.
Thank you, Sai Teja. Marketing is considered and characterized as a wizard that sets an economy whirling. Our organized marketing structure helps an economy to rise and lessen the burden of the future. At the present moment, we are facing a dangling economy and a blurry future. If the companies don't reconcile their marketing strategies as of now, it will be way too late. I, Zeeshan Akhtar from Team Hasta, will be sharing our speculations for the future marketing strategies of Tata Motors Finance Limited. Marketing strategies are said to be the supporting pillars for any product and services for it to thrive in the market, without which companies will be oblivious who the product will cater to and how will it be delivered to the customers. As we are all aware of the present uncertainties due to the COVID-19 situation, companies like Tata Motors Finance, who are directly related to the automobile sector, have to make their afresh marketing strategies in order to tackle the present situation of less disposable income and the lower footfall in the present showrooms. Here on, we are going to talk about the future marketing strategies of the Tata Motors Finance Limited. The first will be to drive the business of the passenger car segment. As we are well aware of the fact that due to the COVID-19 situation, public transport, educational institutes and the tourism sector are hugely impacted, and they were the ones which used the commercial vehicle the most. And hence, from now on, people will prefer to own their own vehicle, and hence there will be a boom towards the passenger car. Second, digital loan approvals of the cars and home deliveries of the favorite vehicle within 3 to 4 days. Yes, Tata Motors Finance will be making this possible by reducing less of manpower and more of digital work towards their business. They'll make things possible within 3 to 4 days. Easy loan approval, and you'll get your car within less than 4 to 5 days. Now, seek the third and the last point, seeking opportunities of the future by fully funding electric cars and electric charging stations. Electric vehicles are what the future vouches upon, and hence the Tata Motors Finance can fully finance the electric vehicles and the charging stations for the dealers in order to seek the benefits of the future. Now let's talk about the segmentation strategy of the Tata Motors Finance Limited. The first segment will be the MSME, or the medium and small scale enterprises, which have been impacted the most, and they will be in much need of finance in relocating their business from here, and Tata Motors can be their helping hands. Second of all will be single salaried class people who will be looking to own a vehicle from now on and reducing less of public transport. And hence Tata Motors Finance are coming up with several attractive schemes of get a car in 5,000 per month. Next, environmental friendly people who are thinking of disposing of their cars, fuel running cars, for further on and getting an electric vehicle. And third of all, the commercial aggregator, all thanks to the Indo-China war, due to which major taxi aggregators like Ola and Uber will be facing their wrath. And hence, it is a great opportunity for commercial aggregators to come up, and thus it's an opportunity for Tata Motors Finance to help them come forward and build a business from that model. Let's now dive deep into the future marketing strategies of Tata Motors Finance Limited with the help of the 7P model. First will be the product and the services, under which the first point is captive funding of the passenger segment car, which is definitely going to be a boom in the future. Due to the safety reasons, people will opt for a personal vehicle rather than going through a public transport, and hence the personal segment will go huge in the next coming years. And that's why people should, Tata Motors Finance should focus more upon the passenger segment of cars. Next will be accessible funding for all the products around the life cycle of a futuristic car. For that matter, futuristic car is an electric vehicle for sure. And in an electric vehicle, if the battery dies of an electric vehicle, the car dies. And hence, Tata Motors Finance can help in financing the huge costly batteries of an electric vehicle or the insurance and other such things which are around the life cycle of a futuristic car. And the third and the last product which we can suggest of is the fully financed chargeable gas station for the dealers. As with the advent of futuristic cars, we will definitely need charging stations, and not all dealers will be willing to set up a futuristic charging station on their own funds. They will require funds, and that's where Tata Motors Finance comes into play. They can help the dealers to set up a charging station, and which will help them both with a mutual understanding. Now let's talk about the pricing strategy, under which comes the first is zero down payment, easy financing. As we are well aware, due to the COVID-19 situation, people out there have less of disposable income, and since they don't have the disposable income, they will be able to pay the initial down payment of any car which comes around a lakh or so. Hence, what Tata Motors Finance can do is give them the car in a zero down payment system and charge that down payment at the end of the contract, called as a bullet payment. Next comes up easy EMI options up to 5,000 monthly, which will be easily affordable for a salaried class person. A 5,000 or a 5,500 is a basic price which a salaried class person can even pay. There comes place, which is talking basically about the geographical section, and hence the Tata Motors Finance under this can get into or penetrate into the rural cities and tier 2 and tier 3 cities, wherein the commercial vehicles are more in business, like trucks, tractors and all. Thus, their Tata Motors Finance can get into with their attractive schemes of passenger segment. The second one in this, second sub point in this will be the penetration in the target all the tier 1 cities and the metro cities for their electric vehicle, as electric vehicle will be expensive than the normal vehicles, and hence for the initial market it has to target the elites or the tier 1 and the metro cities people who have a great disposable income and a better living standard. Next up comes promotions or the promotional strategies, wherein the first and the foremost point which comes up is a digital presence. Due to the COVID-19 situation, we are well aware that the digital presence of all the companies will be going up, and they have to promote their products digitally. And thus, from our previous studies, we have seen one possible information, that is Tata Motors Finance Limited does not have that digital presence. So, Tata Motors Finance can create a strong digital presence for the future, in which they can also target their consumers or the customers through email marketing and creating several campaigns and videos showing the frontline warriors like ambulance drivers, truck drivers, tractor drivers who are fighting this COVID-19 situation. Second up, bringing up attractive offers of getting a car within 5,000. Rupees 5,000, right. No one can get a car in rupees 5,000, but Tata Motors Finance is seeking to come up with easy EMI offers of 5,000 monthly in the initial period to the 6 months or the 1 year period, in which they'll charge their customers a monthly EMI of just 5,000. In our 7P model comes the process strategy, under which the first point is customization of loan as per the customer's want. Now, due to the COVID-19, people have less disposable income, and many people are unable to pay their monthly EMIs. So, Tata Motors Finance can customize their loan as per the customer's needs. First of all, they can give them an easy option of paying 4 to 5,000 or max to max a 10,000 of monthly installment as of reducing their installment in the initial period but gradually increasing it in the coming future as and on the situation of the COVID-19 improves. Second of all, in the process strategy comes up, a customer relationship management will become easier through the technological advancement. As the technology advances in the process strategy, the customer will, and the relationship between the customer will increase gradually as the customers will get easy accessibility for their loan payments, and it will be a customer friendly platform which will allow the customers to have their ease and will be beneficial for both. Now let's talk about the physical evidence. Physical evidence of Tata Motors Finance Limited for their future marketing strategy. The first point under which comes Tata Motors Finance Limited will be linked to Tata Motors app through an API gateway for financing their vehicles, under which when a person or a customer approaches Tata Motors app to see a vehicle, they will be directly taken to the Tata Motors Finance Limited platform after seeing a vehicle to get some attractive offers for financing their own vehicle. That will be the most important physical evidence a customer will get. Moving on, the next important feature of the physical evidence is improved futuristic infrastructure. Infrastructure will be another very important part of the future, as a digital infrastructure or a physical infrastructure, both will be held full equivalent. And Tata Motors Finance will have to create a strong digital infrastructure to cater their digital loans and easy accessibility for their consumers and their customers. The last P of the 7P model is the people. People are the driving force for any company, and so is it for the Tata Motors Finance Limited. So, under which the first point comes is enhanced skill set of the employees in view of the introduction of the futuristic automobiles. Now, person who is being called on board for the Tata Motors Finance Limited should be well aware about the futuristic cars in order to use his knowledge of the futuristic cars and automobiles to the benefit of the company and help the company grow more and more. Next up from the people section comes more new young generation people should be hired for the on-field jobs in the Tata Motors Finance Limited. As we are well aware that the people in the elder generation are much more prone to the COVID-19 situation, and there is this place where the younger generation employees will be helpful for the on-field jobs. Last but not the least, under the people section comes Tata Motors Finance can motivate their employees by giving them better life and health insurance offers for improving their efficacy in the future, as if the person feels or the employee feels secure with the help of these insurances and offers, they will be much more dedicated for their jobs in the future, as many of us are prone to many diseases in the future, such as the COVID-19 situation. Thank you. This is Zeeshan Akhtar from Team Hasta ending this presentation. Please be with us for our coming presentations, which will be upon the human relations strategies.